Hey, welcome to my very fast podcast. Now, this is just an audio recording that I'll try to speak in English for like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. So, today I'm gonna talk about the recent problems faced by American uh, democratic system, government system, where the current president, who is Donald Jr. Trump, uh, who has been elected out of the 2020 election, presidential election, uh, and the new president-elect is Mr. Joe Biden from the more liberal party, that's Democratic Party, and this party, sorry, uh, and after the results of this election, Mr. Trump has not been willing to accept what has been that Mr. Biden is the winner, because he is claiming that in several states there had been allegations of voter fraud, and this Democratic Party is trying to steal their election. The Mr. Trump's party, the Republican Party, and its supporters are not willing to accept the result, and from the bureaucrats, from the elites of the Republican Party to the supporters of the Republican Party, everyone is claiming that there has not been a free and fair election. There have been voter frauds, and they have taken this matter to the courts of that country, but still they haven't been able to prove anything. However, now, as the 70-day period after the election, when that is the transition period of the presidential of the government of the United States, there have been many bad things that have been occurring, like many allegations and other things, and the recent instability. The peak of the instability was on January 5 on 2021. That after after a gathering where President Trump addressed his supporters that they should march towards the Capitol building, the Parliament building of the United States, and maybe I don't know, he said that in a symbolic way or he meant that literally. But after that, his supporters, who were armed with many melee weapons and also some kind of sound-making bombs or stuffs and other very melee weapons that are not like guns, I guess, some tools or like farming equipments. They took those with them and they went to the Capitol building and they attacked the building, and there has been a very bad clash between the security forces of the United States, of the Capitol building, and Trump supporters, and after that, in that clash, like, we heard that 5 people were dead. 5 people died in that clash, and after that, there has been a massive media coverage of that, and many people are actually trying to sue Trump because of those actions. And now there is like 3 days later before the presidential inauguration. I want to speak actually about the fact that why this kind of people are actually, why in a country like America people are attacking their buildings, and firstly, who are the main Trump supporters, who are the voters of Trump. From my study, I have found that the people who support Trump are basically the working class of America. You know, there has been a rapid unemployment crisis going in America, especially for the lower income and lower middle class and the working class people, because most of the manufacturing job that has helped America to reach its developed stage in its infancy, uh, it was the manufacturing industry, the manufacturing jobs, like the car manufacturing industry in Detroit City, where big brands like Ford and General Motors had their factories. I am not sure they still have those in those places or not. And you know, all other manufacturing industries that helped American economy to grow at a rapid pace, and also this massive industrial might also helped America to build massive amounts of military machines during the World War II that has made America such a great, powerful military and economic giant today. And in the recent decades, these manufacturing jobs have been gradually moving to the lower income or developing countries, where labor costs are very much cheaper to and manufacturing is also very cheap because of that. And that's why big corporations and also small corporations are moving their manufacturing facilities from America to countries like mostly like China, Vietnam, and other developing countries. This has been very great for the elites or the uh, owner of those factories or those businesses, because it has helped them to reduce their upfront cost and get huge profits after selling those. But this has caused massive problems for the working class people, because those works has shifted, those factories have shifted, the jobs have shifted too, and the people with lower grade education, or who are basically workers, are facing um, crises, and some actually work, but those works are not paying their daily requirements, their livelihoods very properly. So this phenomena has caused a massive uh, patriotic, I'm not sure I should say patriotic, I should say a nationalistic uh, nationalistic momentum among these workers. So when Mr. Trump was campaigning for his presidential election in 2016, I guess, or 2015, he promised his campaign promises were to give back American working class people their jobs, to bring back those industries back to America. And basically his campaign motto was making America great again by bringing the jobs back. And that has that fact that he claimed or he promised to bring those jobs back to America has made him gain a lot of supporters who are working class. And basically these are the people at that riot or that attack of the Capitol building, uh, uh, who were basically working class people, not average middle class American. Maybe there are many supporters of middle class American who are conservative, who are afraid about the jobs that going out of America, or maybe people who are afraid of the immigrants, or basically, as Trump mentions, the Mexicans who are illegally immigrating to America. But those are but these are the people basically who are the most strongest voter base of Mr. Trump. So here I think that's all for today. I wanted to talk about this with a friend, but recently I didn't get a chance, so I wanted to make a podcast about it. So maybe I guess if, my English could eventually get better, and I guess if some people who are also interested in such topics like this, so also can join this conversation with me, I guess, if they want to, and do a, I don't know. Okay, so see you later. Thank you.